This movie review is brought to you by my directing tip of the day. The tip is, when making a biopic, don't make the people what the movie is about the actual people that star in the movie, because they give bad performances probably. There's a tip for you. 1517 to Paris is directed by Clint Eastwood and it stars the actual people who were in the event of 1517 to Paris. And this is the biopic about their lives, but more so about the life of one of the guys. Now, the 1517 to Paris was an event that happened a couple of years ago where 3 Americans stopped a terrorist from attacking on a train that was going from Amsterdam to Paris. And they were awarded the highest Medal of Honor in France. So this is the biopic about that. And don't get angry that I just spoiled pretty much the entire movie, because essentially it's a 5-minute event. It's a news story that was worldwide known. And it's sort of just like Sully in a way. Clint Eastwood's last movie, because you know, Sully was like a 90-second event and they stretched it out to an hour and a half. And this was like a 5-minute event and they stretched it out to an hour and a half. And Sully worked well because it was a very debatable topic about whether it was the right thing that Sully did, and he was able to have traumatic memories of the event, so you still had these flashes of, oh, the event could have gone like this is what was happening in the event. He had some sort of trauma from the event that made his character more interesting, and he was also dealing with a lot of people debating about whether it was the right or wrong thing that he did, creating drama. Now in the 1517 to Paris, everyone agreed that it was a great thing that they did, and for some reason they keep cutting back and forth to things that are leading up to the event that happened on the train, but it makes no sense for those events to be there. You can't flash forward to an event. It doesn't make sense as a film perspective. It's a poor choice by Clint Eastwood. My number one question after coming out of this movie is really, what's the point? This movie is tremendously filled with incredibly pointless scenes. Scenes that make no sense and have no point in being in the movie. I mean, really, the first whole 15-20 minutes is them as kids, it's like 13-year-olds back in 2005. We didn't need that. It wasn't necessary. There are scenes that happen between teachers and parents that are unnecessary. I don't care if that's what happened. I didn't need it in the movie anyway. The first hour of the movie is one of the guys debating about what he's going to do, and then there's the two white guys are deciding to join the military. This movie has no drama at all. None. It tries its best to show a little bit of drama, but it doesn't give it. And if they are trying to give drama, it's the actors' performances. And I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting good acting performances out of the real guys. And they didn't give good ones. They gave pretty bad ones. And I'm not going to hold that to them. I'm going to hold that to Clint Eastwood, because he's the one that actually fought for them to be in the movie. All the producers were just like, no, we need actors. Real actors. And when they got the real guys, they were like, should we go to acting school? And Clint Eastwood was like, no. It's Clint Eastwood's fault for their terrible performances. And the script has some of the worst dialogue, the worst dialogue of the year, and maybe over the last few years. Especially when the first opening lines of the movie is the black guy out of the trio going, I bet you're wondering what I'm doing with these 2 crackers. 1, racist. 2, he's not even the protagonist in the movie, so why is he doing narration? Narration is never used again, so why have narration? And they're driving a Maserati in that scene wearing sunnies, and they never drive a Maserati in that movie. Or from memory, wear sunnies. It's the dumbest scene. They're just like, let me take you back to where it all began. And then so it's the black guy that's narrating, and then it cuts to the 2 white guys as 13-year-olds. It doesn't make sense. It's not good. It really grinds my gears, alright? With the 1517 to Paris, the only good thing is the event of the attack. It's well done. The action is really well done. These guys actually do action well. Acting? No. Action? Very well. And I was actually on the edge of my seat for those 5 minutes of the movie. And it's the only interesting bit of the movie. It's well done. That part only. Everything else sucks. If the actual event is the only redeeming quality of the movie, I have nothing else to say but that the 1517 to Paris is wet socks. Have you seen the 1517 to Paris? What did you think of it? What's the biopic that should have never been made? For me, it's 1517 to Paris. Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe, become a part of Pie, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Oh wow, you made it to the end of the video. Good job. Click that subscribe button over there for more good content, or click one of these two videos down below, which is probably one of my most recent ones, probably. I mean, you know, just click either one of them. Either one's really good enough.